The 2K Sports pregame show.
Deserves and curves.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does.
It's a Western Conference and okay, David, much appreciated. Well, we have some conference rivals meeting up tonight. Clark, I know these games get very intense.
Yeah, in many ways too, Kevin. The crowd is more amped up, louder, more emotional, more rabid, and the emotions between the players can run high, leading to friction and confrontation. So it's a charged environment when you lock heads with your rival.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Mills out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Aminu in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Ball. Here's Mitchell, screened by Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell, and it's off the back rim, no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins from deep. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Mills with it, now guarded by Ball. Aminu dishes to Mills. Picked by Griffin. Now here's Mills, defended by Ibaka. Ball with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Al-Farouq Aminu, the 8th overall pick back in 2010. He's found his niche as a defensive-minded, small ball power forward.
And Kevin, think about that 7'3" wingspan, which will help him defend against bigger, stronger players. And his skill game, though, still looking for some consistency in the offense.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's Robertson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
So it's the Lakers now. Portland making their last shot. To halt the run, he lays it in.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Yeah, you know, good to see them finally find the bottom of the net, because I think they got to build off of that.
Now here's Cousins. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Griffin. A rebound by the Lakers. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. To the inside. Marjanovic. No good. Shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And you know what, Greg? I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, this is the NBA, the best league in the world. You got to block things out and focus on the task at hand.
And that one is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you guys? Here's Ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Mills out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
Marjanovic kicks the ball. Feeds to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ball. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
Here's Kuzma. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And Mills kicks to Cousins. They get it back, and Griffin stays with it.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
Here's Marjanovic, and the rejection by Cousins.
And you got to be careful with Cousins around. His shot blocking can be a factor.
The putback, it's good on the putback. Roberson's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
There's the feed to Cousins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players... And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Mills passes to Aminu. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ball dishes to Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Blazers?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Screen by Cousins. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Griffin. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
That's that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And Mills kicks to Griffin, and that one drops.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
And here is Ball, screened by Ibaka. Here's Kuzma. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored. And now, folks, just moments away.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at... And so it's the Lakers with it. 4-point game. Baca is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Ball, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
And Mills kicks to Roberson. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Portland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting, only around a 70% clip on the season.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the trend they were looking for.
And Mills kicks to Cousins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers. And that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Roberson, the pass to Mills. Now Aminu. He feeds it to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Portland keeping it alive, a new 24. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And you can tell that Cousins wants to win badly. A super competitive guy. His skill set is off the charts.
Ibaka, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Ibaka's got 7 points. Trailblazers leading by 3. There's the dish to Robertson. Now the pass to Aminu. Screened by Cousins. Now here's Aminu. Outside for Griffin. No good from outside.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was. And I tell you what, they got very lucky.
Dishes it to Ibaka. Baseline J on the way. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Roberson kicks to Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Aminu. Here's Ibaka. They get the rebound. Ball no good. Trailblazers leading by 5.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Mills with it. Out left to the wing. Aminu dishes to Griffin. Back to Aminu. Kicks to Cousins. And here's Mills from the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good rhythm, good rhythm.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Griffin. And there's Roberson, and it's Mills in at the 1 spot. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Here's Ball. There's the pick. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Buries it from 3-point range.
Boy, watching Ibaka, he possesses good form and just solid range on his shot.
And Mills kicks to Roberson. Back to Mills. Cousins with a screen for Marjanovic. Outside Griffin. 5 on the clock. Over Ibaka. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Kuzma. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward. Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
There's a screen. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ball kicks to Mitchell. Up off the screen, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
That was a strong pick. Ammonia strong by Ibaka.
Portland leading by 4. And Mills kicks to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Cousins lives at the line. Just applies tremendous pressure on the defense.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. He He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from behind. They have been really good from the three-point line. Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a two-possession deficit.
Now, here's Mills. Guarded close. And it's Aminu in the corner. And he's good on the three ball.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ball kicks to Mitchell. Nice D from Cousins.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Roberson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Mitchell drops them both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Mills passes to Cousins. It falls!
And he comes up with the crucial buckets time and again. Cousins, an incredible talent.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Whatever it is, it's got to be fast. I mean, can't waste any time at this point.
Off the inbound. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back, in my mind. Like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Beverly for 3. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And here's Mills. And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Mitchell with 36, Kuzma and Ibaka both with 30s. 15. Marjanovic with 24. Lakers now on a losing streak. 51 from Cousins with 27 boards, 30 and 12 assists. Patty M. Aminu, good classic 18 points. Griffin with 18. Roberson with 12. Being on the paint, you're going to win games. "17 free throws, good grief."
I grind every summer, so it's going in now. None of my jumpers is touching the rim.